Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt, and this seems like a pretty obvious first three tickets. And we just leave this out of it. I mean, Portland to Vancouver is fine, but I only like it later in the game. Or if you already have to go that way, but just I'm gonna spend 2 trains to get 2 points. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing, but also that's 2 turns that I have to spend to get 4 points total because I get a point per route and then the ticket. I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. But I'm curious if you think different. The good news about this route is, especially if we can just go right up this way, it's really not that big of a deal. So I might grab Atlanta to Nashville if I can. Whoa, keeping all 5. So once again, we go last. It seems to happen a lot. So, if we miss out on it, we miss out on it. There's plenty of other things we can do. And then we probably also grab Dallas to Houston pretty quickly. Let's see if blue takes it. No, they do not. Nice. All right, so we go the blue here. And then I might roll the dice on Dallas to Houston, because I don't really want to use one of any of these colors. Any day now, my man. So, orange is probably what we target here, assuming blue doesn't take them. So yeah, we're going to grab these oranges. Say anyone who wants pink is happy. Apparently everybody wants pink. Okay. So I'll happily grab that. And then I'm just going to grab one off the top. Because, yeah, I just kind of want a 1 of something. I guess I should probably also have, Houston to New Orleans should be the other thing that I would want to prioritize. But I don't know. Well, I guess I maybe should be prioritizing a little more than I am. Okay, I've convinced myself. I will happily grab this, even though I want that black. The fact that no one's grabbed it at this point tells me that I'm not super worried about it. This does not happen often where you get this amount of hold. I'll also just grab the 2. Okay, so let's grab this. Yeah, it's very interesting that usually you don't get this, all 3 of your opponents just not playing anything. Because usually there's enough routes that are like if you got a Vegas route, you want to get Vegas, Los Angeles. And even Los Angeles to Phoenix can be pretty important. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't want to lose the pace by having green go up to Atlanta here. This makes sense. This is an interesting play. Usually Phoenix to Denver is not real contentious. It's also Okay then. Excuse me. That is not the places that I mean, again, the green one makes sense. This is wild, man. I'm actually gonna do the black here, and I'm gonna grab this. Then honestly, I will probably draw because it looks like these people might kind of fight. I think that my opponents are now going to have to prioritize this middle of the map. Well, maybe I shouldn't use black here. Because if I need to get over to Los Angeles, black is going to be a great resource. And I can just grab an orange here, assuming it's still here. Yeah, like I can just do this, and then also grab this black. I get that's a little bit of pre-planning, but whatever. It's fine. So, like, looking at blue, maybe having, like, a Santa Fe to Chicago. Maybe some, like, you know, middle of the map up to Winnipeg, maybe. Okay. So yeah, we'll go the orange route here, and then I think we just go ahead and draw some stuff. Yeah, look, red Phoenix to Boston is in play. Just with the direction that they're going. And maybe with taking 5 tickets, like maybe there's a Denver to St. Louis. You know, there's some like good routes in here that they could be doing. There's an interesting one. All right, let's go ahead and just draw. Alrighty, well, ew. So, I see a path where we could go Oklahoma City, Denver, Salt Lake City, Portland, Seattle, Calgary. My question is green going to ruin that? And alternatively, we could get to Salt Lake. Yeah, you know, it's fine. Yeah, like that. I mean, that's a great route, but we could also there's other ways we could go. I don't really want to have to go down to El Paso. That's the big thing. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. And then I also have to remember to connect all this. This gives us a nice little longest train if we're able to complete it. Yeah, green is the only one that I would be worried about is going to Oklahoma City here. Okay, so let's go a blue. And yeah, let's go a yellow. Kind of looking for red as well. That's kind of a big one that we're going to want. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for some more East Coast things. But because we were able to take tickets so early, it's not the worst thing in the world. So I mean, we do still kind of need some fortunate draws. Like I'm really gonna want to see some red. That's the big thing that I want to see here. Assuming blue's gonna draw here, yeah. Because what this is Santa Fe to Chicago. Is it Duluth to Duluth to something. I'm blanking on it. My apologies. It's been a day. It has been a day. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's not wrong. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, blue would be the other one. Yellow wouldn't be bad either. I mean, alternatively, we could go up and over and up and around. Like, we have some options here. Okay, let's see what... Yeah, don't love that. I really didn't like that. And then we'll just go off the top. Because that 2 red, or that 2 blue would have put us in really great position here. Whereas now, yeah, we have a lot to do. But again, I think because we were able to... I think had we drawn 7 turns later, this would be terrible. But I think because we're drawing now, we're feeling okay. Okay, so blue, yes. And then we can just go off the top. I thought about taking the black there to go Calgary to Seattle, but no matter. Famous last words, I'm not... it wouldn't be the first time that I've said something that immediately happens. I'm not as worried about the Northwest right now. Just doesn't seem like that's the direction my opponents are going. Yeah, see, I would love both the red and the blue here. Yeah, take off the top. All right, I think red is what I would like more than the blue right now. Because if I can get into Oklahoma City, that's very nice. Okay. Excuse me. That's a positive because that tells me that green is probably not going up to Denver. So yes to this, and then we'll go here. Man, really not what I want to see here. So clearly blue's trying to go here. Which means I can't, I'm going to do that. In case green needs to get down to Dallas. Yeah, okay, now the Northwest becomes a little more interesting. Okay, destination tickets for green. So that's Los Angeles to Miami, Los Angeles to Oklahoma City, and I don't know what the other one is, but okay. I have waited long enough here. Let's do that. Red is creeping in. Green just drew more tickets. I don't want to get in a position where I lose out on that just because I waited. Okay. similarly here, I'm going to prioritize some pairs. That's kind of what I was hoping for. That's really nice. Because again, I do have to make sure that I do my original routes. But yeah, this will, again, assuming I can complete this in the way that I want to, I'm going to have a pretty decent longest train here. As of right now, I have the most tickets. Now, you know, there's definitely a chance that doesn't stick. But I guess red also has a really nice longest train here. Let's go yellow here. So we're looking for blue, but I'm 2 away. And then I'm also looking for the 4 of something, which might just be orange. Hilariously, the whole like Vancouver to Portland thing would have been a fairly nice ticket right now, but I also am not really that upset about that. I'm going to grab this with the idea that I might have to use it down here. Not as worried about the Calgary. Yeah. So, well, I'm going to use this blue. And then I'll grab this white. Green's also going to have a nice longest train. Oh, I don't need to worry about green. They have zero cards in hand. So, poop to them. I mean, do I screw green over? Well, because if green's trying to connect all this stuff, which they might not be, but I don't know why you would go Miami to Charleston if you weren't. Off the top. I could very much take Raleigh to Charleston to Atlanta, and just cut green off. But I also am not entirely convinced that they just didn't get like Boston to Washington and just decided, let's do it. All right, let's get some things taken care of here. Boy, it's a good one by red. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would just rather not play random stuff around here if I didn't have to. Like, because again, I'm not entirely convinced that green wants to hook all of this up. Okay. Now I'm a little more convinced. So, I'm going to do this. And maybe hope that red decides to come down. No, never mind. Gotta watch blue, because blue very much might be going for a... I do think I want to draw some tickets here. Again, I have a decent longest train, but so do a lot of other people. Yeah, so just gotta watch what blue's doing here. All right, so Portland to Pittsburgh is a yes. New York to Atlanta is already done. Duluth to Dallas is a no, and I think because I'm going to want to prioritize this Pittsburgh route, I don't think I want to try to get a pair and one. I think that's too many. I think that's too many turns. Because, okay, my thought process here is I'm going to have to grab, like, because I need to grab Raleigh to Pittsburgh, like, right away. And that leaves me with no cards. And so then, in order to get Santa Fe to Vancouver, I have to get a pair and one. Do I think that's going to happen? I guess I'm just nervous. I'm nervous of the game. The game always ends quicker than I think it's going to. I think this is the correct move. And I guess we will see. I'm going to play this out. Maybe kind of like we were going to do that. But, like, I just... Okay, I doubt blue plays here. Okay. Like, we probably would have had enough turns, but why risk the 13 points when... I mean, I guess if I was behind by 5 tickets, I would have done that. But this puts me ahead by a ticket. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just go off the top. Okay. Well, and this is also where I get into the, like, oh, well, clearly this, you know, like, because both green and red could have San Francisco to Washington, which is a huge ticket. But anytime that I say, oh, they probably have that, they don't. Probably red is who I am more fearful of than green. I think both of them I'm not, pleased with. I would prefer if they didn't have all these really good-looking tickets. But we also don't have bad tickets. For starting out on the East Coast with small tickets, we definitely have good stuff. So, by the looks of it, we could have done the Santa Fe to Vancouver. However, I still stand by that. I mean, had someone just grabbed this, we would have been sunk. So I just, yeah. Blue. I don't love that blue is grabbing destination tickets because, I want to get the 15-point bonus, but I'm not necessarily worried about their tickets. What do I do here? I think we just draw and hope maybe we hit something else. Okay. So Duluth El Paso and Winnipeg to Little Rock are a no, because I don't want to get all the way up here. These are interesting. Montreal to Atlanta. I would need exactly 3 blue. I think it is less risky to go Toronto to Charleston because I just need 2 pairs. And if I miss out on it, so be it. I would really like it if there was a pink on board here. So we'll do that. And then one time. Well, boo. I mean, red's the only one that can end the game. And they're going to grab something else. Now, I still might not have enough turns. Okay. So it seems like people, what this says to me is that no one feels like they are in the lead. Everyone feels like they're behind in some way. So yeah, I'm going to grab the pair, and then we'll go one off the top. Well, that is not entirely helpful. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. So I guess the question here is, do we roll the dice on more destination tickets? Just not sure what I'm looking for and if I can hit it. And I would hate to draw and like not hit something and then lose more points. But I kind of trying to assume that like both of these people, you know what? For the content. All right. It comes back to haunt us. I mean, that's the one we're taking. That's freaking hilarious. All right, so maybe I need to take Vancouver to Portland next time that I see it. Oh, that's funny. All right, so Red had the big one. Red had a couple big ones. Oh, well, Portland, Nashville. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, Red had a... Whoa. Okay, whoa. Red very much should have been ending this game. Red probably wins it off of that. Yep, okay. Yeah, San Francisco to Atlanta. Yep. Okay, there's the Boston to Washington. Okay, Boston, Miami. All right. Definitely not a bad game by Green by any means. Okay. All right, so we will tie for the 15-point bonus with Blue. And losing 8 points off of 2 tickets is not horrendous. I mean, I definitely would prefer to have not lost the points. But again, we'll get a 15-point boost here. I just am not sure whether I have enough juice. Wow. So it really comes down to longest train. Oh, it's green that's got it. Wow. What a game. That is one of the closer ones that everybody was in that game. I think that was why everyone was drawing late, is because and the read was correct that nobody was like, "Oh, I've got this game in the bag." I mean, Red definitely had the strongest tickets, but it wasn't like no one, like, I had good tickets, Green had some good tickets, even Blue had decent stuff, while I still agree that I don't think Blue was the threat, and, I mean, they did get last place, but last place by, 1 point, and you're 15 off from first, that's pretty dang good. Wow, that's crazy. And I mean, I guess, the Toronto to Charleston and Vancouver to Seattle really wouldn't have made too much of a difference. Hilariously, I did have 2 blue, so there was a chance that maybe I could have pulled off the Montreal, but I still think these were the correct decisions. But that's just absolutely hilarious. That we could have had it on the first turn, and then it came back to haunt us. Oh, gosh, that's funny. All right, well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and we'll see you next time.